Hello everybody and welcome to PE with Thompson, and today we're going to be working on our hand-eye coordination with our fine motor skills. Now all you need for this lesson is a tennis ball and some space. At the end of the session, at the end of the lesson even, I'm going to give you some more drills that you can do potentially outside against the wall, but obviously I'm inside, I can't be throwing the tennis ball against the wall, because as you know the rules are you can't throw the balls around in the house. Now, first thing you should have done is already warmed up, so you should be ready and raring to go. Now, first thing, tennis ball in your right hand, and all you're going to be doing is throwing it up in the air. And we're going to be doing that for about 30 seconds, okay? So let me just get my stopwatch ready to go. And then we're going to start the activity. So, 3, 2, 1, go. You're just throwing it up in the air, quite low. Not going too high, and all you're doing is focusing on the ball, okay? Hand-eye coordination, we're trying to catch it, okay? 30 seconds of this, and then we're going to move on to the next drill. If we drop the ball, it doesn't matter. We can then pick it back up and carry on. Okay, we've just done 25 seconds. And stop there, okay? Now we're going to go over to our left hand. And on our left hand, we're going to do exactly the same things what we did with our right hand. And I know some of you may be right-handed, so you find it easier, which is why we need to focus and do the same drill on the other hand, just so that we get to grips and develop our fine motor skills with this. So, when we're ready, in 3, 2, 1, go. Same sort of distance, throwing it up in the air. Everybody needs to develop these, so it doesn't matter how old you are, how good you are, you should always be trying to develop these skills. Well done. How far are we going? And stop there. Now, back onto our right hand. We are going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to throw it a bit higher. Be careful we don't hit the ceiling, but if you want to aim to roughly sort of double your the time that you were throwing it, so the distance you were throwing it. So if you were throwing it like there, we're trying to throw it a bit higher up. Okay? Now with this, we're still developing our hand-eye coordination, so we're following the ball up with our eyes and then back down into our hand. Okay? If you struggle with this, drop the height a little bit. Don't go as high. And then just develop it to going as high as you can. Ready, go. I like playing a game of how high can I throw it until it hits the ceiling. So get as close as I can, but I don't want to hit the ceiling. Notice as I throw it up, okay, my hand's having to move to the location of the ball, okay? That's where our hand-eye coordination comes in, because I'm not throwing it up and dropping it every single time in the same space. Oh, hit the ceiling there, and stop there, okay? Now we're going to move on to our left hand. Exactly the same thing with our left. Let's go. I'm not as good with my left, I'm right-handed, which is why it's important to develop it. Great work, keep going. Last couple. And rest there, okay? Now we're going to focus onto our right hand to our left hand. And with that, we're going across our body. And it's important that we stay still. You know, our feet are still shoulder width apart as we go, okay, with this. And we're following the ball from our right hand into our left hand and then vice versa. Okay, this is also the first stage. If you ever want to get into juggling, this is the first stage that you will learn as well. Okay, now with this, we try and make our hands quite soft. We're not hard. Okay, we're not closing our hands as we do this. We let the ball land into our hand, and with the impact, it kind of softens it as you catch it. Okay, that's developing these fine motor skills. So are we ready? Let's go. Quite short, not throwing it too far. Trying to keep our hands the same width of our body away, okay? We're not going to try and go really close. Try and go a bit wider. Good work so far. 5 more seconds of this, and then we'll move on to the next drill. And stop there. Now, exactly the same thing, but we keep our arms nice and straight. We don't want to try and bend them. So we're going from one hand to the other. When you're ready, go. Look how I'm having to turn my head to catch the ball. Again, it doesn't matter if you drop it. We're developing, aren't we? Notice, if I'm not putting enough distance on it, I'm going to have to move my arm in a bit closer to try and catch it. That's that hand-eye coordination that we're talking about. And stop there. Right, our next one is going to be right hand onto right knee and catch. Okay, it's a bit more difficult now because the ball may fly forward to the side, etc. You've just got to react and try and catch it. But you're only catching it in that one hand, okay? So right hand to right knee to right hand. So, demonstration, like that. Okay, when we're ready, go. If you want to try and change it up a bit, instead of having your hand cupped underneath it, have it on top. So your hand's always pointing downwards. So this is developing our hand-eye coordination with our legs as well. So those 5 motor skills. Last 5 seconds. Well done, and rest there. Same thing, but now with our left hand and our left knee. It's going to be slightly more difficult. I'm right-footed, not left-footed, okay? When you're ready, go. Last 5 seconds, and then we're moving on. And rest there. Okay, our next one, it's going to be a bit more difficult and I'm really challenging you with this, but we're going from our right hand into our right forearm and then back into our hand. Okay, so demonstration would be like that, okay? When we're ready, go for 30 seconds again. 3, 2, 1, go. Well done, everybody. It's a lot tougher than you think, isn't it? Last 5 seconds. And rest there. Same thing, now onto our left side, okay? Now we're relaxed, we're ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. Notice every single drill that we're doing is increasing the difficulty. Okay, so we started off with just one hand, short throws up into it, and now we're really developing our motor skills. Whoa, see? Get ready to rest there. Right, our next one, okay? And this is our last exercise before I get on to the stuff that you can do when you're outside with a tennis ball. Now it's going to be between your legs. Now you may have seen this with PE with Thompson challenges, but it's between your legs, and what you're going to do is lift it up, and it's the fine motor skills and being able to move your arms in between your legs to catch the tennis ball. You could make it a bit slightly easier by using a bigger ball, such as a football or a rugby ball, and you may have done stuff like that in training sessions outside of the school environment or in a PE lesson, okay? But we'll go for 30 seconds, alright? Ready? Go. Take your time, no need to rush. Three, two, one, and rest there. Okay, well done. Now remember, if you really enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to subscribe and like. Loads of content on this channel and also on the Insta page, on the Instagram with PE with Thompson. So at PE with Thompson. Right, now if you want to develop your skills a bit further, all you need is a wall. Now what you can do, throw the ball against the wall, catch it in the same hand, vice versa on the other one. Or you can even change it up. If you've got a partner, you can stand facing the wall like I am now, or with my back against the wall. Your partner's in front of you. They throw the ball over your shoulder. You've got to turn around really quickly and catch it. Okay, that's another really good one for hand-eye coordination and fine motor skills. Loads of different variations. If you're facing the wall, throwing it, the closer you get, the harder it's going to be, etc. There's loads of fun things that you can do, and I'm sure I will be putting up some more videos soon about that. But thanks very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed this lesson with PE with Thompson. So many things you can do with the tennis ball. Keep developing, keep challenging yourself, and keep being awesome. Remember, PE with Thompson,